Okay, episode SCMowns. He's a pretty big Minecraft tutor, around 303k, 308k actually, at the time recording this. If you've ever watched old school Minecraft, you know who he is. He was one of the big ones, one of the originals, OGs. Next to Sky does Minecraft, rest in peace that poor soul. And Sly Fox Sound, if you guys remember him, Pixelmon Man. Anyways, the blocks you can eat are black wool, black powder, gray powder, cyan terracotta, light gray concrete, light gray wool, light gray powder, light gray terracotta, white concrete, white wool, stripped birch wood, stripped oak wood, and string, barrier block, structure void. I'm just using string because structure void's broken. These are all the blocks you need, so pause now to grab all of them. Okay, the first 9 blocks you need is your black wool to your white terracotta, so grab that now. Break all these. Okay, set off, get your black wool and displace 2. On either side of the black walls, pop out 3 black powder. And place a full row of black wool on top of that. Okay. On the side of the black powders, pop out 3 on both sides, just like so. Then move in 2 on the back sides on both sides, and place 2 black wool in the middle. Okay, now go back to the front side. In the middle 2 blocks, place 2 light gray concrete going across. On the ends, place 1 light gray powder both, and fill in those 2 gaps with light gray wool. Okay. Place 2 gray powder on top of the light gray concrete. Place 3 cyan terracotta on both sides. Okay. On top of both gray powders, go up 2 columns of 8 light gray concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. On the ends, go in 2 light gray wool each. Fill in those 2 gaps with light gray concrete. Okay. On the ends, go up 5 light gray powder each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to the top layer, get your light gray concrete, and pull it all the way across on both sides, giving you a T shape. In the top innermost corners, place 1 more light gray concrete each, giving you a little bit of a weird T shape. In the bottom 2 rows and the top 2 rows, filled in with light gray powder. Like so. And do 1 more top row of light gray powder on the top. Okay, next to light gray powders, go up 3 light gray powder, and next to light gray concretes, go up 3 light gray wool. Just like so. With that, the front of SCMowns legs is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, let's move on to the side now. Start off, get your light gray wool on the right side, pull it back 2 to the left. On the far left, go up 3 light gray concrete. Go across 2 light gray concrete in the middle. On the far right, get your light gray concrete and mold all the way up to the tippy top. Like so. Okay, get your light gray wool, fill in the gap at the bottom, and go across 2 on top of it. Go to the tippy top, place 1 light gray wool next to light gray concrete, light gray concrete next to light gray wool, and 2 light gray wool underneath that. Next, get your light gray powder and fill it all in, just like so. With that, the side of SCMowns leg is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now go on the other side. It's nearly an exact identical copy besides this layer. So when just pause, build what you see in front of you, and just skip ahead, you can. Okay, start off on the far left, get your light gray wool, pull across 2 to the right. Go up 3 light gray concrete on the far right. Go across 2 light gray concrete in the middle, and on the far left, get your light gray concrete, pull it all the way up to the very tippy top. On the bottom, place 1 light gray wool in the gap, and 2 across. On the top, place light gray wool next to light gray concrete, and a light gray concrete next to that. And go across 2 light gray wool at the bottom, on top of that. Well, that made no sense. On the bottom under that. And these 2 final gaps, fill it all in with light gray powder, just like so. That's the side of SCMowns leg done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now move on to the back side of him. Start off, get your light gray concrete and pull it all the way across. Next, get your cyan terracotta and pull in 2 on both sides and place 2 gray powder in the middle. Next, get your light gray concrete and fill it all the way across. Get your light gray wool and go up 2 on both ends. Get your light gray concrete, go across 4 in the middle. Like so. Go to the tippy top, get your light gray concrete, and go across full row. Get your lacquer wool and the tippy tops go down 2 on both ends. And place 4 lacquer concrete in the middle. In the 2 middle columns, get your lacquer concrete and fill it all the way up, connecting it to the top. Okay. On top of the light gray wools, place 3 lacquer powder each on both sides. Just like so. And finish it off, get your light gray wool and fill in the rest of the gaps. With that, the back of SCMowns is done. Pause if we need to. Okay, now we go into the front of SCMowns. So get your lacquer concrete and go across 4 in the middle. Go across 2 lacquer wool on both sides. Okay, next go 5 lacquer wool on the ends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, on the 2 last columns, there, and there. Get your lacquer powder and fill it up 5 blocks on both. Just like so, and just like so. Okay, now at this point in time, you could drop your cyan terracotta and also your gray powder. Then you grab your 2 whites now. Okay, on the right side, pop out 1 white terracotta for the hand, then 1 light gray terracotta, and then 2 white terracotta. Do the same for the exact opposite. Over here, 1 white terracotta, 1 light gray terracotta, and 2 white terracotta. Okay. Now underneath, go underneath the right hand. Looking from the back, on the light gray terracotta, pull back 1, 2, 3. Okay. And on the right on the white terracotta next to the body, place 1 more light gray terracotta behind it. Across that, place a light gray terracotta and 1 more light gray terracotta underneath that. When looking at the front from underneath, it should look like this. Once you're done, get your white terracotta and fill in the rest of the underneath of the hand, like so. Okay, just do the exact same for the opposite side of the hand. Pull the light gray terracotta back 3. On the light gray terracotta next to the white terracotta that's touching the body, pull back 1. Across that, go across 1, and go down 1. And fill the rest in with white terracotta, just like so. Okay. Next, on top of each block, just go up 1 more on the front side. Like so. So. But on the ends, I mean. And fill across 2 light gray terracotta on both sides. On the white terracotta closest to the body, place 1 light gray terracotta on both sides, and fill across 3 white terracotta on both sides. On top of these light gray terracottas, place a white concrete each, and pull across 3 white wool on both sides. On the ends, on the arms, get your light gray wool and go up 2 each. Next, get your light gray concrete and go pull across 3 on the arms. On the light gray concrete closest to the body, go up 2 more light gray concrete. And pull across 1 on top of the light gray wools onto the body, like so. Okay, on top of the light gray concrete you just last placed on both sides, go up 4 light gray wool each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And place the light gray concrete on top of both those blocks. Okay, on the ends, on the arms, go up 2 light gray powder each. Then go up 2 light gray wool each. Then go up 2 light gray powder each. Just like so. Next, on the bottom of the arms, get your light gray wool and make a square each. Just like so. On the farthest corners of the arms, place 1 light gray powder each, connecting it to the other light gray powders. Okay, go across 2 light gray wool on both sides. On the innermost column, above the other 3 light gray concrete, place 1 more light gray concrete with a gap of light gray wool in the middle. Just like so. On the farthest column, go 3 light gray wool each, and place light gray powder on top of both blocks. Just like so. And fill in the rest of the arms with light gray wool. Just like so. And it should look something like this so far. Okay, next get your lacquer wool on top of the 2 lacquer powder columns in the middle. Go across 2 on both sides. Then go across 2 lacquer powder on both sides. On the ends, go up 2 more lacquer powder, like so. Next, get your black wool on the top 2 blocks. Go down 2 on both sides. Place 4 white terracotta in the middle, and then fill the rest in with black wool, just like so. With that, the front of SCMowns is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, maybe one to the side of his arm. It's pretty simple. First, get your white terracotta, pull across 2 rows. Pull your white wool across 3. Pull your light gray wool across 3. And go up 1 on the far left. Pull across 3 rows of light gray powder. Pull across a row of light gray wool with 1 going up on the far left. And pull the rest in with light gray powder, just like so. And with that side of SCMowns is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, let's do the other arm. Pull across 2 rows of white terracotta, then a row of white wool, then a row of light gray wool with 1 on the far right. Pull across 3 rows of light gray powder, pull across a row of light gray wool with 1 going up on the right, and pull across 3 rows of light gray powder to finish it off. The exact same thing on the opposite side. If you need a pause, pause now. Okay, now we go on to the back of his body. Okay, we're going to finish off the arms first. Start off, do the exact same thing you see on the front for the hands and the white collar. Boom, 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 boom. An exact mirrored copy. Like so. Once done, you can drop your white concrete. And you could drop your light gray terracotta as well. Okay. It is also kind of an exact mirrored copy for the back of the arms, but it's not really, just like this part's different. So if you wanted to like just pause and skip up to this line right here, you can. Your choice. Okay, start off, get your lacquer concrete, pull across 3 on the arms. On top of the white concrete, where the lacquer concrete is, go up 2 more lacquer concrete. Okay, then go up 1 lacquer bowl on top of both those blocks. Then go up 3 light gray concrete on top of both those blocks. And place 1 lacquer bowl on top of both those blocks. Okay. Go to the second column of light gray concrete you have, and on the bottom layer, pull across 2 to the left, or 2 to the right side of the arm is, just pull it out away from the body. On top of both those lines, make a square of light gray wool each. And on the outermost column, place 1 light gray powder next to light gray powders, and place the light gray wool in those gaps to finish off the top. Okay, in the bottom, make a square of light gray wool each. And basically just the same thing. On top of the far right or far left, place the light gray powder next to the light gray powders, and place the light gray wool in the last gaps, just like so. Okay, go to the bottom, get your light gray concrete, place 1 on both sides. Place 6 light gray wool in the middle. On top of the light gray concretes, go up 4 light gray powder, light gray wool on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place 1 light gray wool on both corners. Then go across 2 rows of light gray powder on the bottom. Go across a row of light gray wool on the bottom, and across a row of light gray powder on the bottom. On top of each light gray powder, go across a row of light gray wool, so 6 in total. On the ends, go up 2 light gray concrete each. Pull in 2 light gray concrete on both sides, and then go up 2 light gray concrete on those end blocks on both sides. In the middle, go up 2 columns of 3 light gray wool. On top of the tippy tops of light gray concretes, place 1 light gray wool each, then 2 light gray concrete on top of those light gray wools. In the middle, place 2 light gray powder, and then a square of light gray wool. Okay. On the ends, go across 2 light gray wool each. Okay. On the farthest out columns, go up 2 light gray wool each. Next, those columns go up 2 light gray powder each. On top of light gray powders, place a light gray bowl each, and then fill the rest of the body in with light gray concrete. With that, the bag of SCMowns is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now let's move on to the shoulder blades. Pretty simple. So just get a full row of place of blocks underneath, and fill in the rest with light gray powder. And do the same for both sides. Just like so. Okay, next we can move on to the head. For that, you could also drop your light gray concrete now. You could also drop your black powder now. To reorganize the inventory, get everything out. Okay, first get your white terracotta and pull up 2 to the side of the head, just like so. Boom, and boom. Next, just string structure block or barrier blade. Oh, string structure block or barrier. Yeah. Place it across 2 rows of 6 underneath the body. Well, not the body, the head. And place lacquer powder on top of all of those blocks. Okay. Next, on the white terracottas, pop out 1 light gray wool each, and go up 1 more light gray wool on both sides. Go underneath, just place a row of placement blocks between those 2 light gray wools. Okay. On the far left and far right, place a block, place 1 stripped oak wood each, and 4 stripped birch each, and place a row of 6 stripped birch on top of that. Make sure you don't place it in a row, because then they'll face different directions, and make sure you place it all in the same direction on top of the block. Okay, in the middle, place 2 black wool. Go in 3 light gray powder on both sides. On top of the black wool, go up 2 columns of 3 light gray powder. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. On the ends, go up 2 light gray powder. Okay, go behind where these 2 gaps are. Place 2 places blocks behind it. On the edge ones, place 1 white wool on top of both these places blocks. And on the one closest to the middle, place 2 black wool each. Next, the light gray powders on the ends, pull in 2 light gray wool on both sides, making sure those are popped out. Like so. On top of both those light gray powders, light gray wools, make 2 squares of light gray powder, like so. On the light gray powder, closest to the middle of the head, go up 1 each on both sides, and then 1 light gray wool on both sides, just like so. And the rest of the gaps go behind the head and fill it in with black wool, making sure none of the black wool on this part is popped out. With that, the front of SCMowns is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now we're on the side of his head. So get your white terracotta and pull it all the way to the back, popping off 2. Okay, on the far right, make a square of white terracotta. Then pull it back 2 to the left with white terracotta. Okay. Next, get your white light gray wool. And on this top row on the far right, get it and pull it all the way to the back. On top of the far right, you can break this one place block if you have one there, and place a white terracotta. Okay. Next, on the far left, place a black wool going up 2. Place 2 white terracotta pulling in from the far left. Okay, and then you can fill the rest of this gap in with black wool. Now in this section right here, where these black wool and these 2 light gray terracotta meet right here, make a square of white terracotta popped out on top of it. And then you can throw the rest of the side of the head in with the black wool. Just like so. And the side of SCMowns done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now going to the back of his head, which is pretty simple. Start off, get your white terracotta, pull it in 1, 1, and let's pretend you pulled it back here. 1, 1. Underneath that, go back in 1 more. Place 2 black wool here, and 4 black wool next to it. Go across 2 rows of black wool on top of it. Okay, then a row of light gray wool, and fill the rest in with black wool to the tippy top, just like so. And back with SCMowns done. Pause if we need to. Okay, now let's move on to the other side of his head. Actually, wait. Put you like a powder in the middle there. Makes it look a bit better. Okay, let's move on to the left side of the head. So if you get your white terracotta and just select it to the back. On the far left, go up and make a square of white terracotta. Pull back 2 to the right. On the far right, pull back 2 to the left with the white terracotta. In that gap is a black wool, and on top of that black wool, go up 1 and pull back 2 to the right. To the left of that black wool, place a white terracotta, pop it out. To the left, place 1, and cross the top of 2, place 2, making it a square. On that whole row behind it, place a row of light gray wool. At top left corner, place a white terracotta, and then fill the rest of the side in with black wool, just like so. After the side of SCMowns done, pause if you need to. And the top of his head is pretty self-explanatory. Just get your black wool and fill it all in. Just like so. And with that, SCMowns is done. This was not a request, I just built him because I enjoyed him in my childhood years, and I just wanted to show him some respect. If any more Minecraft skins are you choose when we do, I can do it, or at least I can try.